wide enough, baby.
I just saw Caucasian Chalk Circle.
Caucasian Chalk Circle.
I saw Caucasian Chalk Circle by Pipeline Theater Company.
I don't know, there's a pretty big smile on my face.
It was a phenomenal production that was so full of music and text and acting and action.
It was a nice, big, meaty production, about 3 hours long.
You know, I heard 2 hours and 45 minutes of Brecht and was a little bit concerned of how hard it would be to sit through.
Definitely thinking about what 3 hours usually entails, but it didn't feel like that in the space.
I was like totally engaged and couldn't take my mind off the action the entire time.
Particularly in the second act. Time just breezed on by.
And there was not a weak character in the whole production. It was just extraordinary.
I'd heard a lot about the scope of how big everything is. That was confirmed. I definitely had a sense of how large it was, and it felt justified. I feel like the only other preconception would be Brecht and what Brecht means. And it was interesting to see their interpretation of what Brecht meant to them.
I didn't know what to expect from the show because I'd only heard, great piece of literature, very important piece of theater you need to see, and I just didn't expect to kind of have so much fun and feel so attached to characters also who are played by multiple actors and this kind of running around stylistic work that still kind of drew you in as if everything were really happening in front of you.
In like 2 to 3 weeks, what do you think is still going to be resonating with you, if anything sort of jumps out to you?
Well, I love the music, I have to say.
Some of the scenes in the beginning.
Actually, the first image of the show was really striking. That someone walks out and it's just a form and the open door and the light hitting them from behind, and then them all entering into this very geographic stage. Is very cool.
The scenes of war, the soldier scenes. I remember the scene of the soldiers marching and the one guy limping out of step that, I don't know, it stuck with me for some reason.
The scene where they are across the river from each other and they discuss what it is that they can't say to each other, I feel like that had a very... Because the thing about Brecht is that at one point at the same time you're trying to service both the universal and the political, and at the other time you're trying to service the individual, and I feel like at that moment it was really servicing both really strongly.
Oh, that puppet. It's a cool puppet.
The complexity of the whole production. There were 100 costume changes, the staging, everything right in front, no curtain. It was just a wonderful production from start to finish.
I think on a number of levels it was an ambitious undertaking, and I was gratified for the most part with how far they came on it.
It's great. Go see it.
I just love Brecht as my hero.
I think people should go and see it. It's a great theater experience.
Baby,